2026 Subaru Outback in the premium versus 2026 Subaru Forester in the premium. Now, premium in Forester is not the lowest trim. The lowest trim is the base. Toward the premium in the Outback, it is the lowest trim. We're going to talk about trim differences, engine differences, the MPG difference. We're going to talk about the towing difference, tank size capacity difference, and the look overall. When we go inside, I'm just going to give you an insight of how they look as far as the design goes. We're not going to talk about features because you can get different trims, you can get different features on both of them. Now, what are the trim levels for the Outback first? You're going to start with the Premium, Limited, Limited XT, Wilderness, Touring, and the Touring XT. So you still have 6. Tour on the Forester, you get still 6 different trims: Base, Premium, Sport, Limited, Wilderness, and Touring. The difference that you're going to see next is because the Forester offers the hybrid, to where the Outback offers the turbocharged 2.4 liter. So in these cars in our video today, the exact engine we're going to find in both of them, which is going to be a 2.5 liter flat 4 with the Boxer engine from Subaru that we all know pushes the piston in horizontal way, and then you do have 180 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque, and both of them come with the CVT. Now, there is going to be a difference in MPG. The Outback in our video today gets a 25 city, 31 highway, to where the Forester gets a 26 city, 33 highway. Also, tank size capacity, the Outback gets 18 gallons, to where the Forester gets 16.6 gallons for the tank size capacity. As far as the towing goes, you do have 2 options in both of them. Since this comes with the turbocharged and this comes with the hybrid option, you do get in the Outback 2,700 pound of towing capacity on the 2.5 liter and 3,500 on the turbocharged engine. To where here on the Forester, you get 1,500 only for that hybrid engine, and once you go to the 2.5 liter, you do get 3,500 of towing capacity. Now, before we move forward with all the differences, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Car Compass. My name is Sandu, and in today's video we have this beautiful comparison between Forester and Outback. Don't forget, this video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust your YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. Also, a big thank you and a shout out to AutoNation Subaru here in Roseville, California for providing me with both of these cars for this comparison. The reason I'm carrying this measuring tape with me is because once we get in the cargo, I'm going to give you measurements into inches, not just cubic feet of space. So stay tuned. You're going to see that in just a few moments. Now, let's go ahead and start with the price differences. The premium Forester in our video today, but like I said, this is not the lowest trim, comes at 33,000 and something, and then the Outback in our video today, which is the lowest trim, comes at 34,995. So $1,000 and something dollar difference between these two. And now let's go ahead and start with the front differences. As we all know, the Outback was new design, new released in 2026. You're going to find more features that are more updated in this Outback, so please bear with me. We're going to go through all of them. So let's start first with the headlights. Obviously, they're going to be different, as you can see in these pictures, side by side difference, but they are full LED on the Outback, to where the Forester comes with the signal light and emergency lights as bulb. They both have fog lights. The Outback will offer a more rugged, more aggressive design, and now this Outback is not a wagon anymore. It's considered now a compact crossover, to where the Forester in 2026 is still considered the compact SUV. Front grille is going to be different between the Forester and the Outback. The lower grille is going to offer you a lot more matte black plastic on the Outback compared to the Forester. So I hope these pictures helped you guys out to see the differences for the front between the Outback and the Forester. Now let's go ahead and talk the rims and tires differences, as well as the wheel well trims. The Outback offers a more rugged, more square wheel well trim, but it's matte black plastic in both of them, and then the tires and the rims are going to be different. On the Forester, you get a two-tone rim with machine surface and high gloss, and the exact tire you're going to get is going to be a Yokohama Geolander, and the exact size is 225 by 60 by 17. To where on the Outback, you're going to get a different size, different rim, different tire, and the exact rubber you're going to get is going to be a Dunlop Grand Trek PT20, and the exact size is 225 by 60 by 18. So 18 versus 17, and the rim is a two-tone color versus one color on the Outback. Now the rocker panel is going to be different as well, but they both come with matte black plastic. Design is different. Your side mirror is also different. You will get high gloss in both of them for the top, and the bottom will get you matte black plastic. And the Outback has the blinker light integrated to where the Forester does not have that integrated. Around your windows, you're going to get matte black plastic for both of them. Your side roof rails are going to be different in design, and then your sunroof is also going to be different between the Forester and the Outback. And now probably the most important part, the dimensions. Let's go ahead and talk what the length difference is between these two. And starting with the Outback in 2026, you're going to have 191 inches 0.7 to where the Forester is only 183.3. The width on the Outback is 74 to where the Forester is 72, and that does not include the mirrors. Your height is 67.5 in the Outback to where the Forester gets 68.1. Wheelbase 108.1 on the Outback versus 105.1 on the Forester, and the ground clearance is pretty much the same, 8.7. So I'm not sure why they decided to go bigger on the length, the width on the Outback, but this is what we get in 2026. Now I'm going to show you a side-by-side picture with the side profile for the rear, and in both of them you're going to find the gas lid on the passenger side. And now let's go ahead and discuss the rear. And now continuing here in the rear with the differences between the Outback and the Forester. I guess I'm lucky that both of them are in the white color so you can see them better, because it's getting pretty dark right now, and I'm hurrying up to finish this video, and hopefully guys you can see those side-by-side comparison pictures, and that's going to help you very much. Now tail lights are going to be totally different. In the Outback you do get this beautiful LED tail light, which is the new design, it's true, and this Forester, it's been on the market for a while, so this is going to be the first difference, those tail lights. And then the top spoiler is going to be different. On the Forester you get the same color as the car, or on the Outback you get matte black plastic. But the rear view camera is going to be located in the same spot, and that's going to be above your license plate. You're going to get a lot more matte black plastic on the Outback for the lower bumper, and then the position of the parking reflectors is going to be different as well. Also, your exhaust tip for the Forester is going to be under the car on the passenger side. For the Outback is going to be under the car on the driver's side. So that's another difference. Now, hopefully those pictures helped you guys out. Let's go inside, and they both have a button and electrically controlled tailgates. There you go. And now let's go ahead and discuss cargo cubic feet of space. And you are looking right now at the Forester, and if you have all the seats up in the Forester you get 27.5 cubic feet of space. If you have all the seats up in the Outback you get 34.6 cubic feet of space. If you put the backrest of the second row down on the Forester you get 69.1, to where the Outback gives you 80.5 cubic feet of space. Let's see differences in inches. That's going to give you 36.5 right there. You do have the possibility to lower this backrest with the belt right here. There you go, and we go with the measuring tape all the way up to your center console right there, and that's going to give you 73.5 inches. And then your entrance is going to bring you about 32.5 inches right there. And then in the Forester from left to right you're going to get 43.5 right there, 43.5. And now if we go for the loading, you're going to get about 29 inches right there. And now let's go ahead and give you dimensions in Outback. And starting with the backrest up, you're going to get about 42.5 right there. And the way you're going to drop the backrest is different. You have a lever here, and then you do go to your center console right there, and you get about 80, almost 80.5 inches. And then your entrance for the Outback, it's going to bring you 31 inches. And then from left to right, you're going to get 43 inches. So not much difference as far as the width goes. And then if you want to load something in this Outback, you're going to get about 28.5. So not much difference there either. Now let's go ahead and see what we get on the right side of this Outback, and you're gonna get this mesh with some storage, and this is a side-by-side comparison for the right side, which is passenger side, between Outback and Forester. And now let's go ahead and see on the left side what you get between Forester and Outback. And now let's go ahead and take a look under the mat for the Outback. You do get your tire situation, and then under the foam, you do get the spare tire. And now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Forester. There you go. And then under the mat, you do get tire situation with your spare tire as well. And then I didn't mention, but the 12-volt outlet is going to be located for Forester on the left side, which is the driver's side, and then for the Outback on the passenger side. Now we're done with the exterior with differences. Let's go ahead and talk interior. Now sitting inside the 2026 Subaru Forester, I'm going to go first in this one because this is the outdated one, more on the market. It's not the newest design. The Outback is the newly released 2026 version. First, let's discuss legroom. In this Forester, you get 43.3 inches for the legroom for the front and 39.4 for the rear. In the Outback, you get 43, so 0.3 inches less, but you do get 39.5 for the rear, which is 0.1 inches more. I know, almost no difference, but I still want to give it to you. I do have 6 feet tall. This is how I look. If I'm sitting in the Forester, plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom. Now let's discuss the seating surface. I don't want to mention too much the features because this is cloth. That's going to be leatherette. You probably can get leatherette in this one as well. This being the premium, base being the lowest trim in the Forester. But they both come with manual controls for the seating. Now the dashboard will also give you different design, different materials. You do have hard touch for the Forester, soft touch for the Outback, and you do have different trims right here. And the other difference is that the Forester does not come with a lockable glove compartment, to where the Outback does have the lockable glove compartment. Now the screen is going to be different as well. Here in the Forester, you do get an 11.6 inches, to where the Outback gets a 12.1 inches. And the premium does not get standard navigation. This is going to be your interface. In the Forester, outdated. I do like the interface much better in the Outback. And now let's go ahead and see your apps. This comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in both of them. And then let's go back home. There you go. This is going to be your settings, all that. A little bit busy here in the Forester. Let's put this into reverse. Let me show you the camera between the Forester and the Outback. There you go. And now let's move forward. This is going to be your center console, and then you have wireless charging pad, which in Outback Premium does not come standard. And then you do have the USB-C, USB-A ports. Then the leather wrap shift lever right here with your electronic parking brake, cup holders, a little bit more storage here in the Forester. And then this is your armrest, 12-volt outlet, pretty much located in the same location on both of them. And then here up top, you do have differences in the panel control for your sunroof or your moonroof if you have it in the Outback and the Forester. Now the steering wheel is going to be pretty much the same. Tri-spoke steering wheel. Left side, you're going to control your radio, telephone, volume, and then that card right there in the cluster. And that cluster is 12.3 inches for both of them. And then on the right side, it's going to give you your cruise control, lane departure, and all the safety features. For the Outback, the heated steering wheel button is going to be located right here. Then the left side of this steering wheel is pretty much similar to where you have the button to control that tailgate and the illumination, and that's what you get in the Outback as well. They both come with the steering column manually controlled. Now let's go ahead and show you a picture difference between the door panels. Bigger, I feel, in the Forester, different design compared to the Outback. So now this was the tour for the Forester front. Let's go ahead and see second row seating on the Forester. And now a really quick tour of this Forester for the second row seating. You do have 39.4 inches of legroom here. 6 feet tall is what I am. Plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom. There is going to be difference in the surface of the seats, but don't mind that. because you can get leatherette or real leather in both of them the moment you get higher trims. They both have the armrest located in the same position, and they both have 60% and 40%, and you're not able to adjust this backrest in any of them. You do have a belt here, and that's how you're going to be able to drop it. And this is the same level as the trunk for both of them, the Outback and the Forester. Now the backrest of the front seats, they look very similar with pockets, dual pockets for both of them, and the center console is very similar with air vents, a USB-A and a USB-C. So that's pretty much it with this Forester. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Outback. And now I'm sitting in this 2026 Subaru Outback, and this is still premium trim, and this is how it looks, much updated. These screens are very good quality, and let's start with the legroom. 43 inches for the leg room for the front, 39.5 inches for the leg room for the rear. I'm 6 feet tall, and this is how much space I have, how much room I have in this Outback. Now let's start with the seating. This is going to be different. You do get in the premium leatherette, which is a StarTex. That's what they call it, but they both come with manually controlled seats for the passenger and electrically controlled for the driver, but you do not have memory seats in any of them. But we're not discussing features here. Now let's move forward with the dashboard, and this is going to be the design in the Outback. It's a soft touch for the top. You have inlays matte black plastic, a lot of fabric, and then a shelf right here, and this is lockable glove compartment. Now let's go ahead and discuss this screen. Let me turn off the light so you can see it better. This does come with the navigation because it's an added package, the 13 added option in the Outback, and that's the reason you get the navigation. Otherwise, the premium does not come standard with navigation. But let me go ahead and go through all these settings right here, and the interface of this Outback, very updated. There you go. Let's put full navigation, and then let's go to media, let's go to telephone, the settings, let's go to vehicle, take a look here, everything you have. And then the second screen, put it into reverse so you guys can see exactly what the camera looks like. There you go. And then back home. Now let's turn the light back on and take a look at the center console. Different center console, but the shift lever looks pretty similar. Right here with the wireless charging pad, this is also an added option. It does not come standard in the premium Outback. This portion right here is very similar. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this control panel for the top, and that sunroof or moonroof, that's going to be different as well, as I showed you in the Forester. And now the steering wheel, this is very similar with pretty much the same controls. You do have the trip reset button here, extra for the Outback, and you do have the X mode right there, extra for the Outback. That cluster and that infotainment screen, amazing quality. And this is the heated steering wheel button right here. They both come with paddle shifters, and they both have the same levers for the light and fog lights and for the windshield wiper on the right side. Now the left side of this steering wheel, like I said, is pretty similar. It's just a difference in design with the fabric for the dashboard that you're getting in the Outback. And let me show you how the Outback also has that manual control for the steering column. And now this door panel has a lot of fabric as well in the Outback, and that's pretty much it. Let's now go ahead on the second row seating of this Outback. And now the second row seating of this 2026 Subaru Outback in the premium. I'm 6 feet tall, 39.5 inches, pretty much the same space as the Forester, plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom. Same idea for the seats, 60%, 40% with the armrest, floating armrest, 2 cup holders. A little bit different on the pockets for the backrest of these seats. I made a mistake. You only have 1 pocket on each side, to where the Forester has double pockets for the backrest of this seat. But the center console is almost the same with the air vents, USB-A and the USB-C ports. Everything else is just features where you can get like heated seats, or if you want to get leather for the seat surface and so on. So let's not discuss that. And now here's the MSRP sticker for the cheaper one in our video today. That's going to be the Forester, comes at $33,385, and that's the base MSRP sticker for the premium. And now here is the base MSRP sticker for the Premium in the Outback, which comes at $34,995. You let me know if this was a good comparison. You let me know if those pictures side by side helped you guys out to see the differences in design, if you found out what engine options you get in the Forester and in the Outback. Please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.